So today they're celebrating the Battle of Britain. You know, it was a big air war. As a pilot, I like the airplanes and stuff. But this, you know, they ruin it by putting these fucks in here. Here you got your yellow and your purple. So we know that that goes back to Britain, and that goes back to Rome, that goes back to Phoenicia, the Norman, all of it. And they got to fuck this whole historic event up for guys who died, never really knowing what they died for, so that they could help keep everybody in slavery, basically. But they didn't do it knowingly, at least most of them.
And here they are, here the wall. They're passing out. Some three Spitfires, and then following on behind them.
See, they go and they show that, and then they got to click to these fucks wearing the yellow and the purple. I mean, how fucked up is that? You're ruining it. Ugh, whatever.
You should see one Spitfire on one.
Yeah, there's a Spitfire right there. For fuck's sake.
Modern Typhoon, they're banking away there to the right, flying off.
What are you going to keep clicking back to these cocksuckers for? The men in the airplanes, the fucking men that died for your fucking bullshit empire. Well, we got to see you? For fuck's sake, take that fucking head. Doesn't anybody out there have a tomato? Didn't anybody in England ever watch the Three Stooges? What, somebody can't throw a fucking cabbage or something and hit that bitch in the head?
Close on the tail of another Spitfire is one of the modern Typhoons in danger of catching him up, just dipping down so that they don't collide.
Very good.
Three more Typhoons. How many of these planes?
Well, there were 22,000 built during the war, but there's always an argument about rebuilding.
What do you got to keep going back to these cunts for? What, you come to see them or you come to see the fucking airplanes? I understand it. I know what they're doing. Fucking you're stealing all of our press. Fuck those cattle. Fuck that livestock. We're royal. We're this and we're that. Fuck you. You're nothing. That's why you're fucking old. Because you're going to die like the rest of us.
Spitfires, how much of it is actually original? Because inevitably you have to repair them and you replace bits. And with aircraft that are more than 7 decades old, gradually it's a bit like
So every time they show an airplane, they got to show this thing, huh? They got to show this, right? They got to go and fuck it all up by showing this old biddy. Sorry, people in England, I got no respect for any of that. Believe me, it works on this side too. This shit is just more blatant. I mean, for fuck's sake, talk about... Please.
Argument about HMS Victory. How many planks of wood in HMS Victory are actually original?
Ruin a perfectly good historic fucking event. And it's only historic to me because of the type of aircraft. I know what the meaning behind it and the reasoning behind it and why all of that happens. It's got nothing to do with this, all of this political jargon they give you about, oh, the Germans were doing. They are all working together because there has to be a mass sacrifice. And so they start world wars. And because something's happening on one level, it has to be repeated on a lower level. Okay? It's just the way it works. It sucks, but it's the way it works. They got to give you this glorious story behind it. Otherwise, people will be going, wait a minute, I'm not going to participate. And remember, this place works on one premise and one premise only. Controlled chaos. That's it. Control and chaos. They instill the control or the chaos. They wait for the response, and then they offer the control or the solution to the problem that they created. There's no good guys at the top. There's no place holy in this fucking place. It works under one premise. For fuck's sake. And then this thing, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to have to roll the screen down. Look at this. Flight Lieutenant Burns. Let me roll the screen down just a little bit, if I can. Yeah, a little bit more. He died June 30th June, so that's your 3/6, age 99. So 36997. That's your code. And the 7 signifies the end of the cycle. For fuck's sake, I'm going to ruin it. Then you look here. Here's a Spitfire. Great airplane. One of the greatest fighters ever built. And I got to go put a fucking cube on it. Square. And then, of course, that color has a specific meaning to the people that are in charge. Just like this rondelle does. This is all atomic stuff. What a scam man has been fucking led into. Same thing here. This is how I actually got started, was by looking at military emblems. And I was saying they're all the same fucking thing. They're all representing the same thing. Here, if you look here, you see the inside where you don't see anything? The inside is a reproduction of the outside. You've got a positive and a negative here. The white being the positive, the black being the negative. And so they make one logo out of it by showing you two different things. And if you were to fold the top part of this over and the top or the bottom over this way, what do you get? You get the fucking cube. It's the same thing. It's showing you magnets. It's showing you magnets. It's so bizarre.